is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire.
My former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon, and very much looking forward to bringing you live action from the Bundesliga in a matter of moments. It is Borussia Dortmund facing Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Always my favourite time of the week, spending time with you at games. We should be in for a belter here with these two.
Jadon Sancho. Bad pass. And Patrick Schick now. Tremendous ball played through. And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead. Well, Dortmund get the ball moving again. That goal certainly should shake them up a bit. Applying vigorous pressure. Arangis. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Holland. Oh, in with a chance. Erling Haaland. And just like that, it's gone in. Borussia Dortmund suddenly are level. Even Steven, one apiece on this match. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Charles Aranguis. Well, it could be on for him here. Demirbay! And a goal! In the lead again! Fully deserved! Well, it will be interesting to see how Borussia Dortmund respond to that setback. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Aranguis. Chic with it. Tapsoba. On to Aranguis. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Oh, terrific pass. And now can he keep calm? Oh, that was a terrific... Stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic.
But the keeper takes command of the situation. And that was a move of great promise. They could easily have been in. And given away by Leverkusen. And threading it forward. Marco Reus! And that's it! A goal for Borussia Dortmund to square things here. And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Aranguis. A good and fair challenge. Oh, a lovely ball. And a goal! He's put it away. A celebratory moment. Well, behind they are. What sort of attitude will we see from Borussia Dortmund? This looks promising. Oh, showing excellent vision. And the ball is loose. Surely. And Burki acquits himself superbly. Big chance to get them on terms. Possession changing hands. And with that, the first half draws to a close. He's been the stand. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Torgan Hazard. Haaland. And players waiting in the centre. Opportunity it is. Surely. Well, fortune didn't favour him. Off the post and out of play.
Well, he's really unlucky. It was worth an effort, that's for sure.
Charles Aranguis. He's in with a chance. Can he finish? And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself. So the current scoreline, 4-2. Aranguis, far from a good pass. Haaland.
Well, Leverkusen's certainly enjoying the lion's share of possession. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence. And they look like they're creaking. That's why they're winning comfortably.
Guerrero. It's with Mats Hummels. Can they create something from here? Sancho. Dahoud. On to Holland. A terrific defending to stop them progressing. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Opportunity! Mats Hummels with that important block.
Dennis Schahin. Ich wiederhole. Dennis Schahin. Bitte mal an Eingang.
Holland.
Vielen Dank.
Sancho now. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw-in here. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. And he read it superbly. Marco Reus. Good use of advantage for Dortmund. Not a good pass. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. And he's broken free. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Charles Arangis. And good use of advantage. The referee. He's in behind. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick.
Well, when he's in this sort of mood, he's absolutely unstoppable. What a performance.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And I must say, that was a very promising attack. The alarm bells were sounding. Holland. Alert defending. Well, let's make no bones about it. This is a thorough thrashing, Lee.
So, can I give Dortmund...
And he's made headway. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. And he read it well, intercepting it. So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. And so the final whistle here, the visitors come...
Jack it up.
Welcome everyone, just the sort of weather we were hoping for here in Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park. I'm Derek Ray, joined here on the commentary box as always by Lee Dixon, and we're in position and ready to bring you live action from the German top flight, the Bundesliga. It is Borussia Dortmund and they face Wolfsburg.
Hi Derek, thank you. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important it is to start off the game really quickly. Really attack the opposition, put them on the back foot, see what comes of that. Hopefully we get a good game.
It's opening up for them. Patient enough build-up, can they carve out a chance? An early goal! It is the ideal opening. Well, as they restart the game, how will Borussia Dortmund reply to that setback? Holland. He's got the right idea with that pass. Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted nearly minutes. Even Steven, one apiece on this match. And Borussia Dortmund in a position of menace. Good defending to prevent the chance. And good pressure high up the pitch. Hazard! And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper.
Well, we're all looking at the forwards to win games. I'm telling you now, goal.
He's in here. Ball is loose. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Weghorst. Borussia Dortmund have given it away. Always difficult to stop Marco Reus. And putting his body on the line. And take it away. Chan. Hazard. Committed challenge. And the pass could do damage. Can't miss, surely. Still could be dangerous. And the keeper has custody of the ball, but just a few seconds beforehand, he had a big save to make.
Well, keep hold of it, have a breather, because that first save deserves us all to look at him and clap.
Over the touchline for a throw-in. Weghorst. Well, Dortmund have it once again. Well, far from textbook defending. Yannick Gerhardt. Weghorst. Perfect tackle. Decent position for Dortmund to be in. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Well, 2-1 it is here. Can he take the chance? What a vital intervention. Meunier. It's with Dahoud. Jadon Sancho. And given away by Dortmund. Arnold. Played into the centre. Cleared away. Haaland. Beautifully disguised ball. Making progress. Wasteful in possession, Rice. And so it is, the first... As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. João Victor. What can he do from here? This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum. And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Emre Can. Moving into the advanced position. Emre Can. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. So back in business in this match, and Borussia Dortmund hold the lead. Won it back. Erling Haaland. Dahoud. Nicely timed tackle. Baku. Steffen. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Weghorst. Steffen. And will it be the leveller? And a goal to level this contest. All even.
Well, Derek, both teams have had equal amounts of the ball. Both possession stats should be the same. The defences have both been really stretched.
At times they make passing look easy. Hazard. Great challenge, he got nothing but ball. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Oh, in with a chance! Oh, what an opportunity! It's been squandered.
Well, you dream of 1v1s as players. He's had one and he's squandered it big time.
And offside, well, close one. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. So 20 minutes to go. Tremendous intuition to win it back. And the referee allowing advantage to accrue to them. Can they trouble the opposition this time? A fine block. And this situation could be dangerous. Oh, just over the bar. Seemed to catch it with the top of his head. Good opportunity, that. Steffen. And he's made headway. The clearance wasn't decisive. Danger averted for now. The press was on and it worked. Can they push ahead in the closing stages? Weghorst. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Takes aim. This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no. There's another chance, and there it is, back of the net. It looks like the winner.
Wout Weghorst. Well, he had to read it and get there, and did. Meunier. They have to be bold, Borussia Dortmund, in these circumstances. Otavio. And showing fine vision. And Run now out on the wing. And he's in. Pivotal moment defensively. And smart defending. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. Could play it in. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time.
Final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with emotion, following the light that sets me free.
bringing you live action from the Bundesliga in a matter of moments. It's Bayer Leverkusen, and they face Wolfsburg.
Well, I'm excited about this one. Great atmosphere in here. Everybody looking forward to this game, especially me and you.
Moving it forward. Well, they no longer have the ball. And so the Bayer Leverkusen team looks like this. Lukas Radetzky is the goalkeeper. Kerem Demirbay plays alongside Charles Arangis in the centre of midfield. And it's Patrick Schick up front. Kerem Demirbay. Well, when you're a wide player and you possess pure pace, that can come in handy. It certainly does for Karim Bellarabi. Lee, what do you expect to see from him today?
Well, basically, you've got to keep him out the box because he's got such a brilliant finishing ability that you give him half a yard, he will score.
And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? And miles off target with the header, but in fairness, the marking was tight. Schick. Unable to hold on to the ball, Leverkusen. A danger here as he runs at them. It looked as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Kerem Demirbay. Bellarabi. Maximum commitment, and he's given away the corner. And firing it into the area. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Good tackle, taken away. And Patrick Schick now. Giving the ball away. Steffen. Weghorst. Can they convert? And a goal to square the game. Edge of the seat stuff. Well, the earlier goal cancelled out, one apiece. And that pass could be troublesome. Chance here! But I'll tell you what, that didn't miss by much. Weghorst. Looks promising, this. Intercepting it intelligently. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Chance to finish. And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here. Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. It's opening up for them. And firing it to the near post. Clears it away. Wout Weghorst. And now it's Ridley Baku. Well, can they be creative from here? This could level it. Excellent block. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Steffen. Gerhardt. He must finish. Oh my goodness! He's caught that so well. A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique. The first half here comes to an end. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. A very good tackle. Sinkgrafen. Charles Arangis. Demirbay has it. Possession and patience, the watchwords. And delivered towards the back post. Can they slot it home? Well, no damage done. Counter-attacking very much an option. Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack. Well, he wasn't quiet, was he, in the first half? Wout Weghorst. Lee, what did you think of what he put into the game?
Well, there's never a bad time to score a goal, but just before half-time can be crucial. And he's got his team back in this game. What can he produce in the second half?
And given away. Weghorst. Weghorst. Maximilian Arnold has it. Baku. Will he find the net? Not out of the woods yet. It's opened up for him. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently. You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. Now can they make something happen? Weghorst. And a tidy tackle. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. And a strong tackle. Schick. And given away by Leverkusen. João Victor. Real chance. Could be. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him. So the current scoreline, 4-2. Looks promising, this. Just cutting off the supply. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. And the defender takes care of business. And he takes it away. Possession lost. Moving the ball forward with a chance. And danger still. Not a time for composure on the ball. Schick. Tapsoba. Now with Arangis. Tremendous ball played through. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Possession changes hands, the interception there. A good and fair challenge. Wout Weghorst. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. 1 minute remaining. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. A corner will ensue. Could pull one back here. Really important tackle. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors. And the contest begins. And introducing the Borussia Dortmund side, Roman Bürki gets the nod in goal. Mats Hummels starts alongside Manuel Akanji in central defence. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Schick. And he read it superbly. And Patrick Schick now. Torgan Azar. Guerrero. Wonderfully weighted pass. Is it going to be? Well, that would be straightforward for any keeper. Schick. Well, a poor ball giving possession back to the opposition. Marco Reus. And Borussia Dortmund in a position of menace. Couldn't keep it. Promising sequence. Ezequiel Palacios. That's how to rob them of possession. Guerrero. On to Haaland. Dahoud. Excellent challenge. Diaby. It needs an accurate cross. Sinkgrafen. Aranguiz. Showing a real will to win the ball. Reus lost possession. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Crisp tackling. Failure to keep the ball on the part of Dahoud. Couldn't hang on to the ball. And Patrick Schick now. Not a good pass. Can they take advantage? Well, good defending, clattered out of there. Kerem Demirbay. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. A chance to whip it in. It's still there for him. Cuts it back. Aranguiz. Can they square the game? Behind in the game, but now they have a corner. Played into the centre of the box. And it's in! All square again! What a match this is turning out to be! Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece. And space to attack. And delivered into the box. And a struggle to get it away properly. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Offside the decision. Guerrero. That is that for the first half. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Top-class defending. Ezequiel Palacios. Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. Not a great pass. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, there's never a bad time to score a goal, but just before half-time can be crucial. And he's got his team back in this game. What can he produce in the second half?
Ta. And here's Bellarabi. And showing fine vision. And the ball's gone. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Marco Reus. Will they profit from this situation? Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Splendid defending, and it needed to be. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Can he play it in? Sancho. And now Dahoud. Emre Can. And back with Dahoud. Might take the lead. Can they convert? Well, the counter chance looks very real. And it was a very good-looking move, but alas, no end product. A really sumptuous ball. A glorious chance. And finishing there with more of a whimper than a bang.
Derek, that reminded me of you, finishing like that. It's just terrible.
I wouldn't have done that well. And given away by Leverkusen.
Wichtiger Hinweis. Bitte nehmen Sie im Block immer Rücksicht
Marco
auf die
Reus.
Menschen, denn alle anderen wollen das Spiel genauso genießen wie Sie. Vielen Dank.
Schick. 15 minutes remaining. Arangis. They've won back possession. Not a good pass. Karim Bellarabi. And Bayer Leverkusen still on the attack as the minutes tick away. A level, chances on. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Bellarabi. Good use of advantage by the referee. And a free kick awarded by the referee. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
Not what you want to be doing when you've already been cautioned. Let's fly here! Well, that was close to free kick perfection, Lee.
Yeah, just didn't quite get enough dip on it, did he? Over the wall, but just over the bar as well. Wow, just feel the energy from these Dortmund supporters. Can they urge their team back into this game?
And given away by Dortmund. Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And failed to keep himself onside, unfortunately. Reus. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes... The Signal Iduna Park. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary position is the Arsenal legend Lee Dixon. And very much looking forward to bringing you live action from the Bundesliga in a matter of moments. It is Borussia Dortmund and they face Wolfsburg.
Hi Derek, thank you. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important it is to start off the game really quickly. Really attack the opposition, put them on the back foot, see what comes of that. Hopefully we get a good game.
Can they forge ahead? And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Royce failed to hang on to it. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Royce. And dribbling with it, but out of play. João Victor. An alert intervention. Jadon Sancho. Now Haaland. And in with a real chance. Oh, that is a moment of pure quality. A goal for football lovers to enjoy the world over. The opening goal of the game then. Well, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Not the pass he had in mind. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. Not much time to make up his mind. It is to be a throw-in. Yannick Gerhardt. But a pass that lacks quality. Haaland. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. Arnold. Baku. Wout Weghorst. Wonderful tackle. Marco Reus. On to Haaland.
As you can see, the visitors haven't had too much of the ball, but when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for low possession, counter-attacking football. It's really working.
Dortmund unable to keep it. Weghorst. A real opening now. And a goal it is. They lead by 2 now. Fully deserved. Well, a second goal for them here. Marvellous piece of skill. Oh, skipping away. Haaland. And Reus is in the thick of it. Still not clear. Well, not to put too fine a point on it. They're in a wretched situation. What can they do to rectify this leak?
The Dortmund coach will be desperately scratching his head about what to do next. Things need to change, and they need to change quickly. Half-time can't come quick enough for them.
And the Schwarz-Gelben have it back now. Guerrero. Decent position for Dortmund. Opportunity it is. No problems for the keeper. Arnold. A chance then for the respective manager. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Nicely timed tackle. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Well, Borussia Dortmund unable to retain possession. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Well, that's a moment he would like to airbrush from history. He's thrown it straight to the opposition. And foul it is then. Ball's gone. Reina. Chance to do damage. And they have possession again. And attempting the through ball. And oh, it's in! We cannot declare this contest over. They still believe.
As we can see here, it's great play. They force a mistake by pressing really high up the pitch. And when they win the ball back, just look where they are, within striking distance of the goal. Great stuff.
Well, that'll be a free kick. Jadon Sancho. Half an hour remaining then. Haaland. Haaland. Oh, in it goes! Now they're level. Who saw this coming? Incredible! Well, a glut of goals, 2 apiece. Marco Reus. Haaland. Marco Reus. On to Haaland. An unforced error, you've got to say. Sancho. Here's Reus. Strong but fair tackle. Counter-attacking, very much an option. And in with a real chance. Surely. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Well, that is annoying for any manager to see your own player giving the ball away from a throw-in. And Dortmund regaining possession. Delightful pass. The keeper was up to the task.
Well, it's a decent effort, but the real opportunity goes begging there.
Well, let's see if Borussia Dortmund can take full advantage of the corner kick situation. Oh, poor corner, way overhit. Disappointing pass. Mbabu. Arnold. Joao Victor. And he read it well defensively.
Well, the Dortmund fans will feel they're giving their players everything from the stands today. To be fair, the players are responding.
How can they turn one of these attacks into a goal? Good vision. Can he get onto this? And that is a painful offside decision given the circumstances.
Well, he'd be kicking himself there by wandering into an offside spot.
And threading it forward. And he's in the clear. Takes aim. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating. Very quick thinking there. Joao Victor. Here's Gerhardt. And he stopped them in their tracks. And only 2 minutes remaining here on the offensive. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Baku. Now he must favour the cross. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Is this the moment? Couldn't grab hold of it. In it goes at the second time of asking. But the goalkeeper won't be proud of that moment. And that is that. The referee blows us.
Above the sky, we are heroes tonight. town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating, I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
As always by Lee Dixon, and we have live action from the Bundesliga coming right up. It's Bayer Leverkusen and they face Wolfsburg.
Thank you, Derek. I was just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
Weghorst, can they create something from here? And a fine cross. And that was a heaven-sent opportunity to take the lead so early.
First goal is so important, Derek. Sometimes you're not ready. Well, you really must be ready this early in the game.
Well, there to intercept. And so the Bayer Leverkusen team looks like this. Lukas Hradecky is the goalkeeper. Kerem Demirbay plays alongside Charles Arangis in the centre of midfield. And it's Patrick Schick up front. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Over it comes. Well, he read the delivery superbly, but couldn't quite keep the header down. Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. Lee, in particular, what do you expect to see from his game?
Well, he's got amazing finishing ability, and when a player's got that, it means you have to go that extra yard tighter, and when you do that, you leave space behind you, so it puts the defender in two minds.
In position to give them the lead, maybe. Well, close, but offside nonetheless. Karim Bellarabi. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. Schick. Opportunity it is. And it's there for him. And a goal! Now they have their opener. And now they can celebrate. So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Moussa Diaby. Kerem Demirbay. And intercepted it. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Surely the equaliser. And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser. So, a level contest, 1-1.
Wichtige Durchsage für Frau Silke Schwertfeger.
An incisive pass. Now, will they do it from here? Patrick Schick! And a goal! In the lead again! Fully deserved! Good-looking move, this. Well, 2-1 it is here. And based on that challenge, you wouldn't be at all surprised if the referee reaches for his pocket. Certainly a tricky call for the referee. He's gone for the yellow card, although there are those who would argue that was the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
I'd be one of those, Derek. I think he's very, very lucky to get away with that. Got the yellow, should have had a red.
And he takes it on! Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. Ezequiel Palacios. Now with Aranguis. Schick. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. This looks threatening. In it goes! 2 goals in rapid-fire fashion and looking very comfortable here. Well, that's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is.
Well, Leverkusen certainly enjoying the lion's share of possession. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence. And they look like they're creaking. That's why they're winning comfortably.
And nobody there to pick him up in the centre. In it goes! To reduce the deficit. Still very much alive and kicking. Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match. Schlager. Weghorst. Masterful piece of foiling. Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily. Safe pair of hands, did his job. And with that... the teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Diaby. Sinkgrafen. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Well, they've won themselves a corner and a chance perhaps to add an additional goal for security. And punched away. Really getting stuck in. You've certainly got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Lee.
Wow, he's simply the difference between these two sides. All the eyes will be on him for this second half. Can he get the hat-trick?
Aranguis. Read it well. Weghorst. And now it's Ridley Baku. I must say, this looks promising. Weghorst. And a chance to level it. Can they keep it out? And just slightly offside. Ezequiel Palacios. Possession ceded by Leverkusen. Palacios. Moussa Diaby. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Ezequiel Palacios. Palacios on the ball. Sheik with it. Well, he took care of it defensively. So the corner played into the box. Goalkeeper's ball, it was always going to be that way. Ezequiel Palacios. It's with Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Moving it forward. Well, the pass isn't going to worry the goalkeeper. Baku. And winning it back. Ezequiel Palacios. But a pass that lacks quality. Kevin Mbabu. Wout Weghorst. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. And he might be in here. Super save it was as they hang on to their lead.
Well, that could be the game right there, Derek.
Over it comes. But the keeper takes command. Racing forward, trying to catch them out.
Just listen to the fans here, Derek. They've just kept their noses in front, and these fans are doing their best to push them to the final whistle.
And taking it away. Stefan. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Untidy in possession. Karim Bellarabi. Demirbay has it. Very comfortable when in possession. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have 1 additional minute. And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat.
Jack it up.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. This is Derek Ray, joined for commentary by former England international Lee Dixon. I'm greatly looking forward to bringing you live coverage of this match being played in Seria. Lee, this should be magnificent.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important it is to get off to a quick start here. Attack the game from the off, impose your game plan, and hopefully we get a good game.
Did look as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. And the lineup for the home side. Wojciech Szczęsny begins in goal. Rodrigo Bentancur plays with Artur in central midfield. And leading the line today is Cristiano Ronaldo. And Milan's lineup looks like this. Gianluigi Donnarumma begins in goal. Theo Hernandez starts with Davide Calabria in the fullback positions. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Useful looking position, you've got to say. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Rafael Leao. It's with Çalhanoğlu. Salamakers. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. Is it going to be? Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class! Fantastic technique! So the game has been restarted. It's Milan in front here. Alexis Salamakers. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Good defending. Fruitful looking attack. Opportunity it is. In search of space. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. And he's gone and scored to level it again. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Salamakers. And foul it is then. And going short with it. Well read to ease the pressure. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And a goal it is to put them in front again! No less than they deserve! Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. It did look on for them, but not to be.
Milan have hardly had the ball, really, but on the break they've been devastating. The pace really hurts defences. They've been electric when they've had the ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's an important intervention. A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo. Now what can he do from this excellent position? That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Rafael Leao. Calabria. Benassa. Running room in the wide position. Just the clearance that was called for. Rabiot. Not a good pass. And winning it back. Showing teamwork and commitment. That is that for the first time. And off and running again here. Milan in front, but a long way from being done and dusted, this one. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bentancur. Here's Ronaldo. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Bentancur. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Well, it was a splendid first-half showing from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Lee, how about your analysis?
Wow, he's simply the difference between these two sides. All the eyes will be on him for this second half. Can he get the hat-trick?
Quite possibly a yellow card as the flow was stopped. The referee has deemed that to be a bookable offence.
Absolutely, agree with that one.
Bentancur. Now Rabiot. Ronaldo untidy with the ball. Rabiot. Arthur has it. Bentancur. It's with Bentancur. Couldn't keep the ball. Çalhanoğlu, a bit sloppy in possession. Cristiano Ronaldo. Alexis Salemakers. On the offensive. Really needed to be spot on with the challenge inside the box. Rabiot. Arthur. And Milan have the ball once more. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Oh, lovely incisive pass. Not to be this time. Well, not the greatest pass. Easily intercepted. Ronaldo. Defended well. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack.
The hosts have really controlled possession, but after that it's been really disappointing. Players are looking at each other. You've got to take control, you've got to take responsibility yourself. Make something happen in this game. Well, just listen to the crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still time to grab an equaliser. Surely they'll get another chance or two.
Bentancur. Ball with Danilo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, do they have a goal in the future? They're giving it a go. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Difficult to stop him. This could square the game. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Benassa. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. He's given it away. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. So there it is, the final whistle. nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former England defender Lee Dixon. And the focus is very much on Seria, the top division here in Italy. This should be high-intensity stuff, Lee.
Yeah, the talking is over, the game plans are set. Now it's up to the players to go out and earn their corn. There's nothing the managers can do once the first whistle goes. I think, Derek, we're in for a cracker.
Wonderful chance. There it is, and just the ideal start. 1-0 then.
Con il numero 44, Dejan Kulusevski.
Vidal. The ball with Martinez. This is Vidal. Now what can Inter do from this position? Artur. Kulusevski. Sustained pressure and they have the ball now. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Ronaldo. And here's Artur. Will he find the net? Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Quadrado. Artur. He's had to go for it. Wins the ball.
Well, Derek, they're not happy. Ref is taking the brunt of this.
Ivan Perisic. It's a good Inter move in the making. Well, they want that equal. Oh, he's gone for goal. Oh, tremendous goal. A long way out, but took it on. A memorable finish.
Let's have a look at this replay. Caught the keeper on his heels, and this is why. Short back lift, great strike, takes everybody by surprise.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. Even Steven, one apiece in this match.
Con il numero 15, Ashley Young.
Artur. Here's Ronaldo. Bentancur. Every pass hitting its target. Rabiot. Now Rabiot. Well, visionary passing. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage. And we'll find out a lot about Inter's attitude in the aftermath of that concession. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Perisic. Oh, surely. Can he find the net? Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again. And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Dejan Kulusevski. Artur. Artur. Onto Ronaldo. It did appear that they might be onto something, but not so. Good pressure to regain possession. And he read it superbly. Ronaldo threading it through. Ronaldo! Young. Real chance. There it is, a fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating. 3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? And with that, the first half draw. Well, the referee blowing his whistle to indicate that the second half is underway. It's Inter with the lead, but still there is work to do. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Showing patience, looking for the equaliser. Well read to ease the pressure.
Inter have struggled a little bit with possession, but on the break they've been devastating. The pace really hurts defences. They've been electric when they've had the ball.
And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Well, Lautaro Martinez had plenty to say for himself in the first half. Lee, how about your assessment?
Well, his manager will be delighted with him. He's been spot on.
Surely the equaliser. And a goal, the equaliser. Superb entertainment. And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Bonucci. Bentancur with it. Well, that is how to play advantage. Bentancur. Here's Ronaldo. And the emphasis is on creativity. He's in with a chance. Pivotal moment defensively. A danger here as he runs at them. Straight forward for the keeper. Bentancur. Here's Ronaldo. Martinez. Ivan Perisic. Vidal. Couldn't keep it. Rabiot, immaculate placement. Rabiot! He had to react, and did. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. And Perisic takes it forward. He has teammates he can play it to. Really getting stuck in. Lukaku. Martinez. Big chance. Can they keep it out? Young. Drilled ball, no height on it. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately.
Oh, what a stop that was, Derek, to keep it all square. Still don't know how he kept that one out.
Inter did well to regain control of the ball. Vidal. Lukaku. Can they nudge in front? This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no, there's another chance. And there it is, back of the net. It looks like the winner.
Rabiot. Here's Ronaldo. Down by a goal. This could be the final opportunity to snatch something. Bonucci. Rabiot. Ronaldo. Chance to finish. Oh, it was a crucial challenge. Ronaldo. An alert piece of defending. Kolarov. Perisic with the ball. It's with Kolarov. Well, when you can keep the ball like this, it's got to be really annoying for the opposition. Matteo Darmian. Not a huge chunk of added time, 1 minute. And that will do it. The referee brings this match. this with high fashion. The stadium might not be fashionable anymore, but it remains iconic, the San Siro. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary as always is Lee Dixon. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you live Seria action. It's coming right up. It's Milan up against Inter.
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, really looking forward to both teams producing entertaining football. Let's see if we get that.
Here's the Milan team. Gianluigi Donnarumma stands between the posts. Theo Hernandez starts with Davide Calabria in the fullback positions. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Totally fooled him. And a look at the Inter team. Samir Handanovic begins between the posts. Alexander Kolarov starts with Matteo Darmian as fullbacks. And it's two strikers up front who will look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Well, let's focus on a man who certainly knows how to get pulses racing in a football stadium, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. In what way might he contribute today, Lee?
Well, virtually everything. Quick feet.
On the pass in behind the defence. Quick thinking from the keeper. Alexis Salemakers. Illegal play and hence a free kick. Davide Calabria. Salemakers. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Unable to keep the ball. Darmian. This looks promising. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Alexis Salemakers. Rafael Leao. And the outcome is a free kick here. Top-class defending. Well, pressing really high. Really good challenge. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Sandro Tonali. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. It might be the moment to get them ahead. And a goal! The first in the derby goes to the Rossoneri. Amazing scenes, breathtaking stuff. 1-0 then. Fluency of movement. Possession changes hands, the interception there. It must go in, surely. And still danger here. Well, they can keep possession of it now.
Milan are struggling in terms of possession, but when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for low possession, counter-attacking football. It's really working.
And Inter have it once again. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. No, high-quality defending. Vidal. Disappointing pass. Ibrahimovic, he knows a thing or two about constructing as he gets forward, and he has options. And still danger here. Sandro Tonali. Well read to ease the pressure.
Well, the Milan fans are urging their team on. Just listen to this noise.
Take it away. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of... Well, they get the ball rolling in the second half, and the responsibility falls on Inter to bounce back here. And a throw-in forthcoming. Theo Hernandez. Rafael Leao. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, they've won the ball back quickly, getting the better of his opponent. Pulls it back. What an important piece of defending. Ashley Young. Just the challenge that was required. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Oh, surely. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating. Well, a second goal for them here. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Well, they did have possession of the ball, but all that good work now counts for nothing. Salamakers. Tonali with it. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, he's given the ball away. Hakimi. Well, the keeper very decisive. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Oh, in with a chance. The net is staring him in the face. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. So the corner played into the box. And he's done well to tip it over the bar. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. Played into the centre of the box. Well, he was being very closely marked, but the header not on the target.
No, just off target, and the thing is, the defender did his job, and he just couldn't quite get enough of his head on it.
Well, he needed to read it to get there, and did. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Vidal. Rafael Leao. Well, they might be onto something. And the alarm bells are ringing. Well, a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. And a throw-in it's going to be. Çalhanoğlu. Sandro Tonali. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Sandro Tonali. Davide Calabria. Oh, pressing really high. He continues his run. Ibrahimovic. Effective challenge. Given away by the Rossoneri. Martinez. Now it's Alexis Sanchez. Lukaku. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. He might be able to make it through. And a touch of finesse. Oh, what an opportunity. It's been squandered.
Well, you dream of 1v1s as players. He's had one, and he's squandered it big time.
And the flag has gone up, offside. Can he put it away? And now he must score. And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. So that is that, full time here. greatly looking forward to bringing you live coverage of this match being played in Seria. Really looking forward to this one, Lee.
Yeah, great to be here. How lucky are we, Derek? We get paid for this. Astonishing, really. Looking forward to a fabulous game. I'm sure the fans are too. Should be great.
Moving into the advanced position. Must take the lead here. And able to get it. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. 1-0 then. Oh, skipping away. There's a slide rule pass. That's all they can conjure for now. Rabiot. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Rabiot. Ibrahimovic. It's a promising Milan move. It's a corner. Well, they fancy a short one. Cristiano Ronaldo. Kulusevski. Dejan Kulusevski. Given away by Ronaldo. Ibrahimovic. On the ball, Rafael Leao. And a tidy tackle. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. Artur. Cristiano Ronaldo. Showing good defensive judgment. A delicious piece of skill. Alexis Salemakers. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. And a long way out. And the keeper grabbing hold of that free kick. And he read it well, intercepting it. Ibrahimovic! No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited. So, a level contest. 1-1. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. And he might be through here. And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here! Milan get the game restarted. Can they come up with a coherent answer? Given away by the Rossoneri. Chiesa. Oh, surely. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Sandro Tonali. Benassa. Can he get one back? And he read it really well. Fine save. And he's fired over the corner. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Here's Ronaldo. Çalhanoğlu. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Rafael Leao. Ibrahimovic. Looks promising, this. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. And now the delivery. No-nonsense clearance. So the whistle then. We're up the half. And the ball is rolling again. Milan with an uphill climb after the events of the first half.
The hosts really haven't had too much of the ball, but when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for low possession, counter-attacking football. It's really working.
Can they hit on the break? Çalhanoğlu. A very effective challenge put in. Bentancur. Here's Bonucci. Rabiot. Artur. And giving it away. And Milan looking dangerous. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. Extremely sloppy in possession. Ibrahimovic. Great pressure to win the ball back. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Well, the pass not finding its target. Bentancur failed to keep hold of it. Ronaldo. Can he open them up here? And a goal kick given.
Well, Derek, we've just seen a remarkable save. I thought it was in, you thought it was in, everybody thought it was in.
Alexis Salemakers. And showing fine vision. No, not a cross that's not far away at all with the volley.
Well, to catch it like that, you've got to have really good technique. And oh, so close.
Federico Chiesa. Chiesa.
È stata ritrovata
Benassa.
una borsa nei bagni delle donne.
This might be ideal for the counter.
Presso il posto di polizia.
A really sumptuous ball. He's got to score. And there is the goal. Wow, that changes the equation. And they have the momentum now. We're back underway. Milan still behind, but they've made this a contest. Salemakers. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. A super tackle and they've won possession.
Just listen to the fans here, Derek. They've just kept their noses in front, and these fans are doing their best to push them to the final whistle.
Can he play it in? Well, mopping up defensively. This could finish it. And in all likelihood, that is game over. So little time left for a response. So the current scoreline, 4-2. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rabiot. Ronaldo. Possession changes hands, the interception there. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. And just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. Ronaldo. And it's fallen for Ronaldo. There it is. Victory more or less guaranteed. So there we have it. The referee blows for full.
So
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
And now they get the ball rolling. Individual brilliance. This is how it looks for the home side. Wojciech Szczęsny stands between the posts. Adrien Rabiot starts with Artur in central midfield. And the focal point in attack today is Cristiano Ronaldo. Was an important piece of defending. Inter's lineup is as follows. Samir Handanovic begins in goal. Matteo Darmian starts with Alexander Kolarov in the fullback positions. Alexis Sanchez plays alongside Arturo Vidal in central midfield. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Fine reaction from the keeper.
Yeah, it looked like a good opportunity, to be fair, but the keeper was more than equal to it.
A really intense pressure applied. Lukaku. The ball with Martinez. Hakimi. Young. Really good block. Corner kick played in. Not to be this time. Bentancur. And now they have the ball back. And winning it back. Rabiot. Artur. And giving the ball away. Young. On the ball, Bastoni. Vidal. Kolarov. Not the pass he had in mind. Crossing opportunity. Will he find the net? Can they slot it home? Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Rabiot. Must take the lead here. There it is! The first goal in the derby. A special moment. Well, Inter get the ball rolling again. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not that goal stings them into action. Ronaldo. Oh, good vision. Surely. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. And a goal at the second time of asking. But the keeper has let his team down. It's going their way. 2-0. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate.
The hosts have really controlled possession, and all of their team are enjoying this performance. That's why they're winning, and that's why they're one of the best teams.
Martinez. Now, what can Inter do from this position? Young. A very timely interception. Nice and easy for the keeper. And he read it well defensively. A chance maybe from the wide position. It might be. Pivotal moment defensively. Inter have given away possession. Artur. Just not looking confident in possession. Good pressure to win the ball back. Artur. Ronaldo. Went in strongly to win the ball. Promising looking ball. Running with the ball confidently. And a goal! It's a finish of real class! No shortage of acrobatics on display. Well, they get the ball rolling in the second half, and the responsibility falls on Inter to bounce back here. Kulusevski. Artur. Read it well. Aubameyang. Well, this man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Lee.
Well, he's been decent. Unlike his teammates, he's done his job. And if everyone in the team just did their job, they'd be fine. A bit like me and you, Derek. Just go out and do your job.
Artur. That's a very impressive piece of defending. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Martinez. Offside by a fraction. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo. And it might be. And a goal! There he is at the double. They just can't subdue him. Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Inter exploiting the space on the flank. Alexis Sanchez. Alessandro Bastoni. Ashley Young. Here's Ranocchia. Kolarov. Lukaku. Well, the pass not finding its target. Kolarov. Now Vidal. Really vital interception. Oh, lovely incisive pass. And now can he keep calm? Will he? His 3rd goal of the match, and you cannot argue with that.
Well, he's tearing this defence apart. They can't cope with him.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Young.
È stato ritrovato un mazzo di chiavi. Il proprietario può rivolgersi al posto di polizia all'interno dello stadio.
Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Bonucci. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Can they hit on the break? Excellent. Oh, big chance. Can he convert? In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. One advantage with them. Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. Artur went in strongly, decisively. Just not looking confident in possession. Hakimi, he takes aim. Bonucci doing the blocking. So a throw in here. Kolarov. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball 1. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. And we will have just 1 additional minute. And that will be all for...
Jack it up.
Hello to you from Milan, a city synonymous with high fashion. The stadium might not be fashionable anymore, but it remains iconic, the San Siro. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England fullback, Lee Dixon. I'm greatly looking forward to bringing you live coverage of this match being played in Seria. It's Milan up against Inter.
Yeah, thanks Derek, as always. Pleasure to be here. I have to say, the atmosphere is fantastic in here, and I'm anticipating a really good game today. Hopefully, we won't be disappointed.
Well read to ease the pressure. And Milan's lineup looks like this. Gianluigi Donnarumma stands between the posts. Theo Hernandez starts with Davide Calabria in the fullback positions. And it's two strikers up front who'll look to provide the goal-scoring threat. But he has to be regarded always as a dangerous opponent. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Now, suffice it to say, that wasn't a high-quality free kick.
No, practice makes perfect. I think he's had a week off.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The fist of the goalkeeper. Barella. An unforced error, you've got to say. Benassa. On the ball, Rafael Leao. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Robbed them. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Must score. And there it is. The breakthrough. That will do nicely.
Con il numero 23.
Milan get the game restarted. Can they come up with a coherent answer? Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. They might be able to get in now. And he's through here. And the ball is loose. Well, they can bring it out now. Rafael Leao. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Dangerous looking through ball. Lukaku. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I must say he's let himself down with really flabby finishing there.
Yeah, he wasted opportunity from the short distance. You see the manager's frustration on the touchline. Well, Derek, when the chances are few and far between, it's very important the forwards stay focused. Not many chances out there. Can they get one of those chances to get them back in the game?
Played into the centre. And he did what he had to do defensively. An opportunity to add to their advantage, but not taken.
It was worth an effort, wasn't it? Too much space was given to him. He takes the shot on.
Rafael Leao. And he read it well, intercepting it. And Milan looking dangerous. Rafael Leao. Is it going to be? And oh, he's missed it. Good heavens.
Well, what a chance for an equaliser, Derek. At this level, you don't get many chances, and that was one of them.
Well, the electronic board showing one additional minute. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the second half underway, and Inter looking to build upon a largely positive first half performance. Barella. Brozovic. Romelu Lukaku now. Good work from the Rossoneri to win the ball back. He's in here. And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. Lukaku. Poor pass. Nerazzurri regaining possession. Rafael Leao. It's a good-looking ball in behind. Chance to finish. They had to react, and did.
Well, the ref will hear the crowd all right. We can hear him from here. He's taking some stick.
Well, technically offside, but not by a lot. And given away. Now, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Masterful piece of foiling. Ibrahimovic. It looked as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Good vision. Can he get onto this? And he's made headway. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve.
Romelu Lukaku.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here?
Sono stati ritrovati un paio di orecchini da donna su un tavolino del bar interno dello stadio. Chiunque li abbia persi è pregato di rivolgersi direttamente al proprietario del locale.
Given away by Milan. Inside the last quarter of an hour. It's a promising Milan move. Surely the equaliser. Oh, it's a penalty in the opinion of the referee, and maybe they'll be able to level this up. He cannot believe he's missed it from the spot. Oh dear, oh dear.
No, I can't believe it either. I've missed a few. Myself, but that one's just wide, but it's still a miss.
Over the touchline for a throw-in. The high press was very much on. Or do they have it in them to level this? He got nothing but ball. He's conceded the corner. Taken short. Oh, what's he gone and done? He could really get at the opposite. And there it is! The Rossoneri level the contest! All even in the derby! Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Tremendous challenge. And winning it back. Milan still going forward as the minutes tick away. Even Steven. Really good high press. Martinez. This looks threatening. And a good-looking ball. Can he put it away? Still a chance. Well, the referee blows the whistle. Nothing.